Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carol, and I'd like to welcome you to the channel. Please feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with others. I would like to invite each and every one of you to have an amazing 2023, whether you're a subscriber or not. I'd like for you to also start to celebrate everything. Labeling things good or bad isn't necessarily true. Those are words that we use as human beings. If we just start to see everything as it happening for a divine reason, we can really start to see that we are being blessed and taught lessons with every step we take in this journey. All right? And we are all on a journey, and we're on this journey together. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for being who you are in your communities, in your world. I want to thank you for your beautiful, beautiful selves. And I want you to thank you for showing up. All right? Many people don't. We have over 8 billion people on this planet, and we are just a drop in the bucket. But show up, be yourself, be authentically who you are, okay? I am going to get into the reading. The cards have already been blessed and cleared, and we're going to call in Spirit and the angels to help us with this reading, all right? Okay, angels, archangels, ancestors, all beings from all space, galaxies, and time come into this reading and bring to us the message that is meant for us at this time with clarity, with love, and with the intention of us celebrating life on this beautiful planet called Earth. We are so grateful and thankful for all that you do, and we are so grateful and thankful for all that you bring to the table. Thank you, thank you, thank you, angels, for being in my life. Thank you for being around me, surrounding me, protecting me, and keeping me, my loved ones, my family, and my tribe safe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into this reading. This is part 2 of Until Further Notice, Celebrate Everything. All right, so we tend to celebrate birthdays. We tend to celebrate job promotions. We tend to celebrate a new love. We tend to celebrate the birth of a baby. We celebrate weddings. We celebrate new homes. What would happen if you started to just celebrate everything and look at everything from a place of what is the beautiful gift I'm being given? Because even when we find ourselves in situations where others would say, how can you be so happy about this? Look at the blessing that's left behind. I here live in California, and I live along the central coast of California, which is between Monterey and Malibu. And we have had some interesting weather things occur this past, well, since the beginning of the new year. I think we've had maybe 2 or 3 sunny days. Most of it has been rain-filled. And we have discovered leaks in different parts of our building, and we have discovered things that would make you kind of go, huh? With highways collapsing. And I send prayers to everyone in all of the country and all of this planet who are going through anything that is challenging. But I also invite you to look at that situation to see the beauty in it, because there is beauty in everything. And even in the beauty of a mudslide, that offers us the opportunity to rebuild in a better way. In the beauty of a flood, yes, it is devastating. It is awful, especially when so many lives are lost. But there can also be a clearing. There can also be a new beginning. There can also be new growth. So start to look at when those things show up in your life, where you're being called to look at it from a different perspective. I'm not saying things don't happen that are ghastly and terribly devastating. But I am saying let's start to look at things from a place of, hey, I only have a few moments on this earth, be it in years, be it in seconds. Let's see how I can start to look at things from a place of celebration, a place of, you know what? I mean, it rained last week to the point where I couldn't go into work. I now have a job I really love, and I love the people that I work with. But that didn't come easy. That took divine intervention. But what I'm trying to say to you is, I got one of my teammates said, Carol, and it's raining hard, and I'm about to shut down the highway. And between me and where I work, there's about a little bit of a distance, maybe a 15-minute ride, where I am on a highway, and they were about to shut that down because the back roads had already experienced mudslides and flooding. And I left. I got home within 30 minutes. What normally takes me 15, 20 was 30. Okay, I got home. But just as I got ready to get off the highway, my windshield wipers went like this. They crossed. I'd never seen that before. I was like, oh, what do you do? I couldn't see anything up here, but where the cross was, it was clear. And so I just followed that, got off at the exit, which was where I was supposed to be, got out, fixed my windshield wipers, came on home, thought, okay, I'll wait until it's dry and stop raining before I even begin to tackle that because I'm not going anywhere. And the next day, all the roads were closed. We couldn't go anywhere. We were told, settle in place, which we did. And as I sat there watching highways washed away and mudslides and boulders and creeks overflowing, all I could do was say thank you. Thank you that I was safe. Thank you that my pups were safe. Thank you that my loved ones were safe. Thank you that my neighbors were safe. Thank you that in our little town we experienced the rain, but we didn't have the devastation that came from it. And so when I say to you, celebrate everything, I'm not saying ignore the things that are happening, but look at your world and see where you can find the blessings. Where can you find that things are going fine? Even when you're freaking out at the moment, if you take a step back and take a deep breath and say, hey, you know what? Am I okay? Am I really okay right now? You might be surprised that you are. That everything is happening the way that it's supposed to, that everything is unfolding the way that it's supposed to. And that we need to sometimes step back from the overreacting and the intense emotions and see where are they coming from within ourselves. Someone else's actions have triggered something within us. What is it? Excuse me. All right, I'm going to get into the reading because as I was talking, I was pulling cards. So it says the thing, it's card number 9, which is all about endings, karmic endings. There's something that is karmically ended, and it's a new beginning because after endings are new beginnings. And that we can find ourselves in the middle of a storm, but there is a blessing there. There is something to be seen, to be held, to be embraced, because we just must remain what? Flexible. This is card number 19, which in numerology, when we take it to its lowest number, by adding the 1 and the 9, we get 10. We add the 1 and the 0, we get 1. 1 is a new beginning. It is time for us to look at life and where we need to take new beginnings, where we need to start off on a different path. Step out of our comfort zones, because the next card up is Truth Be Told, card 14, which becomes a 5, all about freedom, shifting, feeling safe, having fun. Start having more fun in your life and get out of these funks that people have been in for quite a long time, with good reason. But we can also look at life and say, you know what? There is a silver lining. Because we have been in a place of chaos and conflict for far too long. Far too long. Just go back and look at 2020. What was that? Chaos and conflict. It spilled over into 2021. We still felt the effects of it in 2022, but 2022 was also about rebirth. Because when you take the 2, look at the number 2022, add those 2's together, what do we get? A 6. What is the number 6 about? Rebirth. If you look at how the 6 is formed, it almost looks like a pregnant woman. it is time for us to look at where do we want things to be brand new? Where do we want to start out brand new? Like I said, it may mean stepping out of our comfort zone, because 2022 was about a fork in the road, choosing a new direction. And you have that choice. Don't feel guilty about choosing a new direction. It may mean some relationships fall away. It may mean some situations fall away. But here's the deal. The universe is wise enough to know what we need for our growth and what we do no longer need. And some things have to fall away. Now, that doesn't mean that if they fall away, it's forever. It could be that it was a season. Sometimes it is forever. But if you look back on the relationships that have ended in the past, did you really need them? Did they really take you where you were going to go? Because what we've been doing recently has been about mending ourselves, mending our hearts, healing. Allow yourself to heal from the hurts. Allow yourself to heal from those things that didn't work out, from the relationships that went south, from the things you didn't see going well. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to mend. And allow that mending. This is now card number 52, which becomes a 7. When we look at the year 2023 and we add those numbers up, what do we have? A 7. This is the year for healing. This is the year for mending. This is the year for, until further notice, celebrate everything. Why? Life is short, and we're not meant to be sad. We're not meant to be in a pain. We're not meant to allow other people's pain and trauma to dominate our lives. It's the time for us, when we're mending, to do our own spiritual work. No one else can do it, because if we do it, we're going to be happy. We're going to have a happiness that we have never known before. Card number 26 becomes an 8. 8 is all about wisdom, infinite wisdom. When we turn that 8 on the side, we get the sign of pi, infinity. There are infinite possibilities, infinite opportunities, infinite joy can be found when we choose to let go of the past. Let go of the blaming, shaming, let go of the anger, let go of the resentment, let go of the nastiness, let go of the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Let go of what people didn't do. Find your way through it. You can't force anyone to do anything. Like I said in the last video, you can't push a horse up a hill. But what you can do is go on your merry way and allow it to work out the way it's supposed to. Allow for divine timing, because here's the thing. It is time to let go. Let go of the past. We have had 2 cards that were the number 9. This is card number 45. 4 plus 5 become 9. It is time to let it go. You know, someone said to me recently, they said, well, you know, so-and-so and so, they even stepped out of your life. And I said to the person as they were going through their raging moment, I said, did you ever stop to think that I walked away from them? And does it matter? Does it matter who walked away first? You don't get a star for walking away first. But you do get a star for loving yourself enough to not allow other people's stuff to become yours. Why? Because you are living in a state with a higher power. You're responding to life in a different way. This is card number 4. This is all about new foundations. Building a new foundation. Letting the other stuff go. Because in life, we are constantly living in an unfinished symphony. It's not complete yet. It's complete when you shut your eyes for the last time and you don't wake up in the next day. This is card number 10. 1 plus 0 becomes a 1. The number 1 is all about new beginnings. What are you ready to have start in your life that is brand spanking new? What are you ready to release and let go of? What are you ready to embrace? Because it is time for you to embrace something new and something different and something wonderful and something that is full of a new life. Because why? We are poised this year to have the lives we've been dreaming of, to really have things come together in a magical, beautiful way where joy can be found, where we can live in a place where there is milk and honey. Now, where does this come from? It comes from a biblical text. It is in the Bible that the streets of heaven are paved with milk and honey. That is all about us really stepping into a place of just pure joy, pure happiness. I'm not going to get all religious on you because that's not where I'm coming from. But I am saying it is time to start building blocks. Building new blocks, a new foundation. Starting fresh. Letting everything else go. Let it go. Let it go. If it's no longer bringing you joy and peace and it's not allowing you to grow because you're still in the mud of things, like the mudslides. Are you in a mudslide in your life? Are you ready to let it go and stop all this other behavior that is just bringing your vibration down? When you let it go, your vibration starts to rise. How do you know your vibration's rising? You feel better. You look better. You act differently. You act loving. You act kind. You can laugh. You can smile. You're not up to trying to make someone else feel bad. You're not up to mocking someone else. You know, there are a lot of narcissists in this world, and they tend to be attracted to the bright, shiny, new energy around them. And they can bring that new energy down to their level because that's their job. But if you are a bright, shiny energy that is on that path of rising up out of the ashes like the phoenix, rise. This is your year to rise. You heard it here, 2023, rise up. Let's rise up and do something different because what we've been doing ain't working very well. Let's have new energy. Let's look at the bigger picture. Let's get out of the trenches because that's where the mud goes. It goes right to the trenches. The mudslides here in California have been falling into those places where it could seep into any little crevice it could. But I'm telling you, if you allow yourself to let that go, it's like taking a shower and saying, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. This is over with. I'm washing all this crap off of me. Some of it is mine. Some of it ain't. Some of it doesn't belong to me. I've accepted it from other people. I'm not doing that anymore. I am stepping into a new place in my life. Now, they may come with me. They may not. I can release them in love, and I can thank them for what they taught me. And I can still be okay and go forward. Because that's what this is about. It's about us showing up in a higher vibration, moving ahead, moving forward, and allowing ourselves to feel the love and the compassion that is here waiting for us to embrace. Now go on out there today and embrace your happiness, embrace your joy, embrace yourself, and allow yourself, until further notice, to celebrate everything. This is Carolyn from Wisdom from the Angels. Take that wisdom and go with it. Subscribe, like, and share. And come on back for another reading. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. Stay safe and remember, you are blessed. The angels surround you.